Hi everyone, my name's Kerri Sutherland. I'm a human resource business professional and also board member for FAST, or the Foundation for Advancing Security Talent. I'm here today to talk to you about the tight job labor market and give you some tips and tricks with how to find and recruit and retain some top talent within your organizations. Now, this topic has come up not only internally when I'm talking with leaders in my own organization, but really across the security industry in general and any industry for that matter. It's really not too surprising when you look at the latest data coming out of the US Bureau of Labor and Statistics. Right now, we're showing some pre-pandemic lows when it comes to the unemployment rate. It's been hovering around 3.6%. We've also seen some record level number of job openings. Job openings in March hit 11.5 million, and that outnumbered the unemployment folks by about 5.5 million. And if that wasn't enough, we've also seen some increase in turnover, some record level numbers there, or those employees that are actively quitting their jobs. So the question remains, with all of this data, how do you find and recruit some top talent? So here are some tips. First tip I'm going to give you is to actually look internally within your organizations and see if there is an opportunity to upskill or reskill, really develop and grow your employees internally. Not only will your employees stay longer, but PwC found that 37% of candidates would actually take a pay cut if there were more upskilling opportunities. Another tip for you is, again, to look internally within your organizations, but this time leverage your employees' networks. What I mean by that is if you don't have an employee referral program set up, start one. Employee referrals tend to be some of the top sources within organizations for their new hires. They also tend to stay longer and be more successful. Another recommendation to you all is to shorten not only your job descriptions, but also the job application process itself. For job descriptions, you really want to differentiate the must-have skills with the nice-to-have skills and just delete the nice-to-have. Not only will you see your candidate pipeline increase, you'll also hopefully see more diverse candidates. What I mean by that is males tend to apply to roles when they meet about 60% or so of those qualifications, whereas females will apply when they hit about 90%. So if you shorten those job descriptions and remove some of the it would be nice to have skills, you'll see an increase in female candidates as well. On the job application side, you want to shorten that and make it as quick and easy as possible for candidates to apply. There was a study done by Appcast that found that the candidate drop-off rate, or those candidates that click that apply button but don't actually finish an application, is upwards of 92%. That is a ridiculously high number, and part of those reasons vary. In some cases, the application isn't mobile friendly if candidates are applying from their phone. In other cases, it's candidates that just don't want to fill out all of the information that you can find on their resume, and they certainly don't want to answer questions and write paragraphs when they're filling out an application. Another recommendation, if you haven't already created an EVP, create one. If you have one, really start to promote it. An EVP is an employee value proposition. It's ultimately tied to your employment brand, and it's really what your employees receive for benefits and rewards for what they're contributing to your workplace. Now, an EVP is tied very closely to your employment brand and culture, and Finances Online found that those companies with reputable brands actually received 50% more job applicants than their counterparts, and CareerArc found that about 89% of passive candidates, or those candidates that aren't necessarily actively looking for a new role, they're going to do some research and look up your brand and company culture before deciding to apply. So wrapping up here, another recommendation is to always be recruiting, also known as ABR. Really, you've probably heard not to go food shopping on an empty stomach, and in that same line, I'm telling you not to recruit when you're in that desperate need of filling a position or role. And finally, last recommendation, especially if you're looking for candidates within the security industry, utilize the FAST job board. If you want to learn more about the FAST job board, or even how FAST is promoting careers within the security technology space, or how you can get involved, you can visit us at advanциngsecurity.org. And I hope this was helpful. Thank you for listening. Signing off.